Hey guys, thanks for checking out the final part of this illustration of Vampirella and Red Sonja. This will have both the line work in color as I lost the recording of the coloring portion. So we'll be using Clip Studio Paints as a backup. So you'll see it'll pop up when you get to the color section as Clip Studio Paint. You'll see the logo. Do apologize for that. I don't know what happened with it. I don't know if OBS crashed or not, but it will be there. It just won't be as in much detail as I would prefer. What eyelashes are and things of that nature. You haven't defined enough of it, so when you go in to do the line work, you're guessing. You don't want to guess with line work. You just want to be able to go in and quickly bang it out. You might have to undo a few things here and there, but once you have it mostly figured out, it takes a lot of the pressure off for when you're actually going through and making decisions. You still want to leave a few things like how thick or thin lines should be, but you want to have enough of it finished so that you're not doing guesswork. Because what will happen is you'll make a line, it won't look right, you'll erase it, you'll do it, and you'll have a really, really bad time trying to get through it. I've done it before. I'm sure almost anyone who ever draws it will tell you something similar, but make sure you've gotten it to a stage where your pencils are like 80% done. It doesn't have to be perfect, but at least 80%, and you'll probably have a slightly better time doing the line work. exercise, like if you're doing deadlifts or squats, movements are different. You wouldn't start off with like 500 pounds for squats, you would build up to it. And line work is somewhat the same way. The more you do it or the more reps you do with line work, the more comfortable and more confident you get in the movements. So you'll know when you should draw from your full arm, like your elbow or your shoulder, and when it makes more sense to just flick a line using your wrist. And you'll get more comfortable and more confident. The main thing is confidence. So you're just doing one clean stroke, and you'll get better at that the more you try to mimic that when I do it digitally. So I will mess around with a few of them. I've created brushes for just feathering lines and things of that nature. You also want to go into the settings and play around with stuff like stabilization. Some people need more of it than less. I tend to use between a 5 and a 10. I see other people who don't use any. It's just one of those things where once you've dialed in the line, once you've dialed those little things in, it'll be a lot more enjoyable when you go and do the line work. It won't be perfect, but it'll feel like less of a chore. Once you've nailed those few little things and make those adjustments, you should be all ready to go.